I'm here because you all know about a concern that I and other people in town have that has been ongoing, that has been brought to the attention by things in the Londonderry Times and the Derry News. In the past 2 months, there have been over 1,200 names taken off the voter list that have been sitting on the voter list from 2018 to 2023. That's a lot of names in 5 years that were never removed from our voter checklist. And when we have elections that people win or lose by 9 votes, and we know of perhaps at least 90 people who did not live in Londonderry, voted in the 2020 election, it's of grave concern. And the problem is that they're not being taken off on a regular basis. Every time a deed is registered in Rockingham County, within 10 days, that deed is sent to the town of Londonderry. I believe it's the assessing department. There is absolutely no reason why our supervisors of the checklist are not accessing that information and sending 30-day checking to see if those people whose deeds are no longer here are on the checklist, and then sending a 30-day notice. In speaking to the supervisors of the checklist, they were completely unaware that that was being done. So I have a grave concern that 5 years of over 1,200 voters being sitting on our voting list illegally. And I think we need to do something about it. I know you have no jurisdiction over them. I know Mr. Malaguti has no jurisdiction. The Secretary of State has no jurisdiction. I am working with the Attorney General on this. This cannot be happen. There's no reason why monthly people who move out of town are not sent notices and are removed from the list, and it needs to happen.
Have you filed charges with the Attorney General for the 90 people who voted in 2020?
I'm in the process of it.
So you haven't filed charges?
No, I haven't. I've been trying to work with our supervisors of the
So
checklist to get the names off. That was my priority.
So you have 90 names of people who didn't live in town, who voted
Potentially
in 2020.
lived in town.
Potentially didn't live in town. Someone was just arrested and convicted for this. So if there's 90 people who weren't here, who voted in 2020.
Right.
And now you're saying potentially, not.
Well,
we don't know if there were 90 or not.
We do know that there were 90.
Then please take it to the Attorney General's office.
It will be done. But the most important thing that I have been working on with other people is getting the people who are not eligible to vote off the list before we have votes in January and in February.
As you clearly identified it, please take it to the Attorney General.